Welcome back, everyone, to this evening's edition of Lehigh Valley Sports Scene. Dan Freemuth back with you here on the Service Electric Network. Let's shift over to boys volleyball next, where Whitehall earned a 3-set sweep at home over Pocono Mountain East Wednesday evening. The Zephyrs' 5th 3-setter of the season and the team's 10th triumph in total. After graduating a pair of East Penn Conference first-team All-Stars a year ago, the 2025 edition of Whitehall boys volleyball is a fairly youthful one. But one experienced player the club has been able to rely on is senior Brandon Bird, who recently became the program's all-time leader in digs. Cassie Schmidt caught up with Bird and some of his teammates to discuss the milestone and what the senior libero has meant to this year's squad.
The Whitehall boys volleyball program has always been considered amongst the best in the EPC and District 11, and with that has come some pretty great players. It's also a program that had a first this season in a libero, reaching the milestone of 1,000 career digs.
It's definitely cool. We've had a lot of legends come through here, even my coach, Doug. So to have him teach me and then, beat the record, that definitely it hits right in the heart. I wouldn't want to do it with a different team. We come here to work, and even when we don't, if I get on the guys, they do their job then. And if I'm not doing my job, they get on me. So, it's a great group to hit it with. And, I'm excited for what the rest of the year holds.
So that 1,000 milestone's been big for this entire program. And the fact nobody's hit it until Brandon had, just for the amount of good liberos that have come through here. The fact we had Aziza Tia, Aiden Summer, and then just Brandon coming along and never really being a libero until we needed him when guys quit. And the fact he's been able to step up and get that mark is incredible.
Originally an outside hitter turned libero, after being asked to switch positions, Bird didn't want to disappoint. But thanks to having a team-first mentality, defense really did become his specialty.
I was put in this position based on necessity, and I thought I'm just going to make the most of it, I'm a hard worker. I've always been that way. Coach has put that mindset inside of me since day one, so I wasn't going to disappoint. We have the best coaches here, so I didn't want to let them down. I didn't want to let the community down.
He just plays the game so hard and without reckless abandon and just goes in and does what is needed. So it's an ultimate fit as a libero because he's just going to go in and do whatever you need to get done. And just a credit to him and how hard he's worked to embrace that role.
I didn't know what we were going to do with Brandon at all. And then he got a chance his sophomore year to step in that role and just mentally tough enough to do it. And then just made it his craft, and that's awesome for him to be able to do that, and to get that milestone is awesome as well. So happy for him. But we told him, hey, enjoy it, but we got to keep getting more.
In volleyball, digging is essential to having a great defense, a position that requires strength, flexibility, and a good read on the game. But Bird took it to a new level with a fearless approach.
My freshman year, he got tossed in as a sophomore, and ever since then, he's kind of just been doing his thing. He's crazy, and we all know he's crazy, so anyway he gets the ball up, he gets it up, and it's fun to watch him sometimes.
When the ball hits the ground in front of me, I don't care how hard it hits. I just want to get the ball up. That's just our mentality here, so I like to hold that.
It's that no fear mentality. He will fly around the court. I go back to, I think it was his sophomore or junior year, where we were playing Liberty in EPC quarters, and I remember him flying into a scoring table. But it takes those types of plays to really rally your team together, and that just keeps everybody engaged at all times.
And not only has his selfless mentality helped individually, but it's those leadership skills that will also help the Zephyrs reach their team goals as well.
He's one of the best leaders we have. The best leader I know, and he kind of pushes guys when they're not ready to be pushed, and he keeps us going when we're supposed to be going.
The only stat I worry about is wins and losses. I've always been that way for every sport. I love setting records, that's really cool, but what's more important to me is winning a championship. Last year, silver medals, it sucked. Football, silver medal, it sucked. But when I hold a gold medal in my hand, that's when you feel like you did something. That's when you get to really celebrate with your team. And that's what's most important to me.
Reporting for the Service Electric Network, I'm Cassie Schmidt.
Thanks a lot, Cassie. Bird tallied 27 digs in a March 27th match with Southern Lehigh when he became the program's all-time leader in the category of digs. 27 of them, actually the third most he's had in a match this season, after 35 on April the 2nd in a 5-set win over Freedom, which preceded a 32-dig performance from the senior 6 days later as part of a come-from-behind 5-set victory against Parkland. Bird notched 15 digs in Wednesday's victory over Pocono Mountain East, bringing him up to 318 now for the season and 1,113 for his standout career at Whitehall. Bird and his fellow Buffalo's Zephyrs are 10-2 heading into Friday's showdown at District 3's Brandywine Heights. We're back.
It over the center